Right, here we go, guys and girls. This is Barcelona episode 9, the challenge of trying to get them debt-free. And I've got to say, I think we've got a fantastic tactic here. I'm just showing you a bit of gameplay against Chelsea. But we've got a brilliant tactic. We did amazingly well this year. And I suppose a little bit of a spoiler alert, this is going to be the final Barcelona debt-free episode because we do actually achieve it in this episode. And if you want the save game files out there, the tactics are out there on Patreon, so go and check that out on my Patreon page. And it's brilliant. There's loads of money to spend if you do take over the save game files. So I think you'll have a lot of fun doing that. I think there's something like, I'll probably show you at the end of this episode, there's something like 600 million in the bank. Maybe like 300-400 million to spend, which is just ridiculous. We actually spent quite a bit of money this summer, which I'll take you through shortly. I'll take you through some of the transfers. There's Yamal on the 10th minute, banging one in there. And this is actually the Champions League final. So I was saying in the last episode that we weren't doing very well in Europe, but we're actually going to end on a bit of a high, probably our best season. And yeah, maybe not our best league season, although we still did well. Because if you haven't seen it, but in the last episode, go and check it out. We actually ended on 104 points, which is just ridiculous. I think we were plus 90 this season, so we did really well, but not quite as good as last season in the league. But you know, we're winning the Champions League, so that's a lot better. Massive improvement in Europe. And please remember to like and subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the content. It really does help me out if you just hit that like button if you're enjoying it. Riyad there, Kaiser won the signings. He's fantastic. Roger into Gavi who smashes that over. There's Tenas. So we will take you through the sales as well. But Tenas actually went to Chelsea this summer because he wanted to leave. Chelsea put a bid in. I think it was around 78 million they bought him for as well, which is pretty mental. Raujo and Silva, back to Raujo. It's nice to have him back. I think it was about a year and a half ago he had that cruciate ligament injury, so quite been the same since then. Got Riera there, who's brilliant. Another one of our signings. Look out for him when I take you through the transfers because he is phenomenal. Possibly the best defensive midfielder on the game. Young Spanish lad. I think we bought him from Milan though. They must have bought him off one of the, I think it was like Girona or something like that in Spain. It's Veloso, but with him, Veloso and Gavi, that's got to be the best midfield in the world. Best midfield in the world. Balde getting in, he should have done better. Should have done better. If that falls to one of our wingers or one of the strikers, I think that's a goal. Drogo back to Trubin. Trubin was our replacement for Tenas, who we got on free. We're paying him quite a lot of wages, but I figured we could afford it. We're coming to the end of the season. That's an awful challenge there from Gallagher. Deserves a red card. But yeah, I felt like we could afford it. We could have a bit of fun this summer because I knew we were going to get debt-free by the end of the season regardless, just because of how good we've been over the course of this save, I think, in buying youngsters and selling older players, letting the players on high wages go. Maybe not all of them, but letting quite a lot of them go. 90th minute, just keeping the ball. Riyad's, he gives it away there. I was about to praise him. I was going to say he's actually progressed a lot better than I thought he would have, but then he makes that mistake in the Champions League final. Fortunately, it was easy for the keeper. As you can see, we had 16 shots, 10 on target, 1.88 XG. They had 3 on target with a 0.59 XG. So we deserved to win that. And I think we played very well. We ended the season. Fantastic form there. We won the Spanish Super Cup. 3-0 against Sevilla. We won the Spanish Cup. 2-1 against Real Madrid. Very good result. Just showing you the Champions League where we beat Chelsea 1-0 and we won the league. Admittedly on goal difference or head-to-head with Real Madrid, but still 93 points, 83 goal difference. Only lost 5 games. One was to Real Madrid, but we beat them 3-0, whereas they only beat us 1-0, so the head-to-head's in our favour. Average ratings, Gavi and Yamal, and no surprises with Gavi when he got 23 assists in the league in 32 starts. That is ridiculous. His mental attributes have got even better. 26-year-old, he's potentially the best midfielder in the world. Him, Bellingham, and Veloso, I would say. Fortunately, we've got 2 of them. 110 goals we scored, only conceded 21. So you've got to look at this tactic. I will show you it shortly. It works very well. We got the most goals. We've had the most shots. Fewest shots against. We have had 3rd in possession with 57%. We've got the 3rd in dribbles, so we're quite adventurous as well, this tactic. 3rd in clean sheets, and we had the fewest conceded, which I think might be the first time we've done that. So I do think this tactic is working very, very well. Nicely balanced. As you can see, we spent a bit of money. Spent 240 million this summer. We sold 10 assets, 75 million up to 94 million. Montero went for 26 million. Sturridge went for 35 million. We just weren't getting these players in the first team. We were getting a bit unhappy. Brought in Trubin on a free, but we're paying a lot of wages, to be fair. So I suppose that counters it a bit. Brought in this Riera, who I think is one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Brought in Kaiser, again, a fantastic midfielder. Spent a lot of money on them, but then we brought Beto in 15.75 million, who looks amazing. This squad is stacked now. If anything, if you take over the save, I don't think you need to buy that many players. Maybe a defender, but you probably just need to work out who you're going to play, and if you are going to upset anyone by not playing them, maybe move them on now. That's what I would suggest. As you can see, Yamal 29 goals, Veloso 25, Gavi and Darvic got 19. Gavi got 32 assists with 19 goals in 51 starts. That is pretty mental. So it's 51 goal involvements in 51 starts from centre midfield. And as you can see, remaining debt is 8.75 million. You got to remember we started at something like 700 million. So it's a fantastic achievement. But I'm classing that as, job done, because basically from the 31st of July or 1st of August, that debt's gone and we're debt free. So yeah, we're classing that as job done. We got 563 million in the bank. Anyone who wants to take this over, and this is the tactic you'll get as well. It works brilliantly. Complete forward on attack. We've got inside forward on support with stay wider. We've got centre mid on attack with moving the channels. Deep line playmaker with defend. Inverted wing back on support. 2 ball playing defenders on defend. Sweeper keeper on support. Positive mentality with play out defence, low crosses. Work the ball in the box, underlap left and right, high tempo wide. In transition, we'll roll it out, distribute quickly, counter and counter press. And then out of possession, much higher defensive line, higher line of engagement. Trigger press much more often and prevent the short goalkeeper distribution. What a tactic. Honestly, I mean, you've seen it. If you've seen some of the other episodes, you've seen how it's evolved a bit through the save. I've really enjoyed it. I really have. I mean, suggestions on what to do next. I mean, do I do a similar thing for Man United? Kind of get them debt free? But, let me know. As you can see, we won 5 leagues out of 8 seasons and finished second in the other 3 seasons. So, never been out the top 2. Won the Spanish Cup 3 times. 3 times in the last 4 years as well. And we've won a Champions League. I would say we've done what we set out to do, which was get Barcelona debt-free and keep them competitive. I think we've more than done that in the league, and now the Spanish Cup, and we're starting to do that in the Champions League, just winning it. But I think there's a dominance that could be had with this squad. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of this episode and all the way to the end of the save if you followed it from the start, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.